community in Seattle, just advertise in Nlitetebak, that is Northwest Vietnamese News, the longest running Vietnamese language newspaper in our region. Go to nvnorthwest.com.
Rainier Avenue Radio presents All Music, All Day Saturday. Music, all day Saturday.
This is Edward Bailey, Bulldog Blue.
Jazz from the Capitals.
That's right. It's time once again for Jazz from the Capitals.
Start time.
Thanks for tuning in. My name is Paul Pierce. This is Start Time.
Saturdays, all music, all day. Reggae hour, K-Fox night.
You looking for the perfect beat? Yeah, it's the beat of the bar.
Fresh juice, the money in it.
Myself to the money.
Nice size from
Taylor
There's a Spencia, the Northwest Rap Gang.
DJ Medina, Chad Northwest Rap Gang.
Sergio Lacour's Love Line.
It's Sergio's Love Lines with Sergio LaCour. Go to the phone line. Tell him who we talking.
Sea Monster Radio, Mojang. It's your day.
We're live. Welcome to Mojang Mondays. This is KZ Music Media. Caller Goddess for Mojang Mondays.
Just my God is inspiration all day and all night. Saturday, Rainier Avenue Radio.
Different rules apply when it gets this late. You know what I mean? It's like after hours.
Whatever gets you through the night.
Hello, I'm an unpaid spokesman for DJ Sotovaci. I'd like to invite you to listen to his free-form music show. It's popular music the way it was never intended to be heard. Whatever gets you through the night, late nights, here on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Whatever gets you through the night.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Generational wealth is incredibly difficult to accrue. My mom likes to joke that we come from a long line of people who are bad at money. She always talks about wanting to buy a house so that she has something to leave her kids. I got really sick when I was a kid, and all our money went towards that. I had to leave college because I couldn't afford my next year's tuition, medical bills, and life. It's all so difficult. And then you think about wanting to leave something behind for your kids. Well, how can you leave something behind for your kids when every day you're trying to make sure that your kids have joy and happiness and health and fulfillment today? Every day I'm really concerned about if I'll be able to keep living and making art in this city for myself.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not translating the lyrics of Boogie Oogie Oogie for bored Europeans, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. I thought I was on mute for a second. Welcome to Clean Green's Living, broadcasting here live on Rainier Avenue Radio. It is your host, Queen Bree, and I am so excited to see you guys here today, even on this rainy day, Tuesday. But hey, I'm welcoming in the rain because, like we talked about before, everything has a purpose, and the rain is right now watering our gardens and preparing for this warm winter week. So I welcome the rain today, okay? It is June, which means happy Pride Month to all of you out there who are celebrating the right to be you, the right to love who you love, and right to be who you want to be. So you walk this month and all months in pride and be thankful and grateful for who God created you to be. So everyone, happy Pride Month. Speaking of Pride Month, we got a few announcements coming in. The Royal Esquire Club will be having a Pride Hip Hop and R&B Bingo Saturday, June 15th, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. And it is hosted by my boy, Deontay Demper, and your girl, Ness, and Mr. Nice Guy. $20 advance tickets available at Eventbrite. Now, listen, I'm about to try to make it, but I'll be tired at about 8:30. So I may come and hang out for a little bit, support. But 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Deontay always brings the fun. DJ Nice always plays. I don't know how he does it. He just plays music for everyone from older to younger generations. So you guys don't miss out on that. This Friday coming up, we invite you guys to the Urban Food System Campus. So this is going to be a community event kickoff. There will be food, there will be music, there will be a conversation about what we plan to do in this. It was going to be a healing garden. So let me just read this bit to you guys to explain what we're doing here. So Seattle Parks and Recreations is partnering with Clean Greens, and we are partnering with the Clean Greens, Black Agriculture Leadership Council, the NAACP, and the community to plan a healing garden and enhance park space at the MLK Memorial Park and Amy Tennis Court. So we are going to be partnering with all of these guys to create and build a healing garden for our community. And we want to hear back from you. This garden is a response to the removal of the Black Lives Matter garden at Cal Anderson and the community desire for a new location. It is important that this garden is informed by the community throughout the planning and development. So we want to hear from you. It's 4 to 6 p.m. There will be food. Remember, there will be food. And we just want to have fun, and we just want to come together as a community and figure out what we can do with these spaces. So it's called the campus. I'm super excited about this, right? Because it's a campus, because we will be using the Amy Yee Park we use for the youth program. And then there's another space at the south end of Amy Yee that we'll be using for a space. Then we have another space in the Memorial Garden. And all of this is just to highlight and talk about how can we heal and build our community. And we want to pay respects for those who've lost their lives during gun violence. So if you are a family member, you know someone who has lost their had someone they love lost their lives to gun violence, or just want to partake and give your feedback on what can go and what we can do in the healing garden, please show up and come out to Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Park, 2200 MLK Way South. This Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. The weather is looking really nice for that day. So I'm super excited. Hope to meet you there. The mayor will be in the building talking about what his plans are. We'll be talking about what Clean Green, who we are as Clean Greens, and what we plan on doing. So just come out and hear us. Please come in peace. This is about building peace in our community. This is not about anything else but building peace in our community. So please join us. It is June. I feel like this month, it's like it went slow. Some months go so slow and some months go super fast. So at the end of this month, June 29th, we will be having our grand opening for Clean Greens Farm and Market. So you guys mark your calendar for June 29th, details to come. Also, if you have not signed up for a CSA, you still have time to sign up for a CSA. Go to cleangreensfarmmarket.com and pick your share and get your CSA. It is Make Music Day. It is that time of year of Make Music Day. It is summer solstice, the longest day of the year, June 21st. Live music performances all day long. You guys can visit Rainier Avenue Radio.world to check out the information. But June 21st, Make Music Day. You guys join us for the fun. All right. Those are the announcements we have today. So I am super excited because guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Hey, how's everybody doing today? I see the black hat too. Black hat. I didn't even get the memo. You looking good, Queen Bree.
Thank you. So were
thank
you?
you guys. I'm so happy to be back. I won't even tell you guys how worried I was about my position here, but I'm so very happy to be back. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you,
You
Daniel,
better
for adding me. I love you all. I love you all.
You're so extra, like he's
I'm
getting an
sorry.
award.
I'm sorry.
First of all, don't be doing us like that. Remember, we talked about loyalty here at Clean Greens.
So loyal, so loyal. I am so loyal to the soil at Clean Greens. You don't gotta
Look,
worry
your
about it.
handsome face brings all the girls to the yard, which
I
means
hope
they're going to
so.
spread the heard. So
I hope so. We got to keep it balanced. I got the beautiful Queen Bree as a host. We got to keep it balanced. We got to keep it balanced.
keep it
That's
balanced.
right. That's right.
But
That's
welcome
right.
back. How are you doing?
I'm doing. I'm happy to be back. Very happy to be back. I never thought I would say that, but I'm happy to be back in Seattle. So yeah.
Listen, can I tell you, can I just brag? And like when we and Chris are talking, you guys, we are not flirting. We're just having a good time with each other. I just have to say that first of all.
It's my boss. Absolutely.
Chris, you are like, he's such an asset to this company. You have me so spoiled. I was like, when does Chris get back? Like, I don't have to carry nothing heavy. I don't really have to worry about anything. He reminds me of things that I may have forgotten. So, Chris, we do appreciate you. And I kind of almost gave up your spot, but I wasn't going to really give up your spot.
Listen, the feeling is so mutual. I'm so happy to be a part of the team. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me back. I'm so happy to be here. So yes, it's mutual. It is definitely
No.
mutual.
Well, you guys, I'm super excited about our guest today because I'm a brag. It's my child, Zoe
Hey.
Scott. I know we talk about the celebrities that be doing that with their kids, but hey, if we got an opportunity for our kids and they're doing good things, we want to uplift the kids, not just my kid.
Absolutely.
If it was somebody else's kid, I will be uplifting them too. So if you have a youth that is doing wonderful things in this community and that it is impactful to their lives, or they have a dream or a goal that they're doing and they want to talk about it, we welcome all youth here to talk about the things that they're doing. And little Miss Zoe she started crocheting about a year ago, and she's 12 years old. She's getting ready to launch her business, and she's been crocheting the heck out of some clothes. And last week, Rainier Beach had a community event, and she was able to have some of her pieces in the fashion show. So Zoe
Very cool.
was coming off of her first fashion show, and I thought it would be cool to sit and talk with her and about her experience in her business and what sparked her and how she got started. So everyone, please welcome on Miss Zoe Scott.
Zoe.
Hey, Zoe, look, she got ready. She was not playing. Okay, guys.
Hello.
Hair done, lips look good. Yes,
Camera
girl.
ready. Camera ready for sure.
How are you doing today, Zoe?
Good.
So you were just in the fashion show last week. Tell us about, well, first of all, tell us about Z-Me.
Well, I started. I wanted to become a fashion designer when I was 9. So I decided to make that name for it because my name is Zoe, and then like I wanted to have it like see me, so I put Z instead of SE, and then the reason why I wanted to become a fashion designer was because I wanted to make clothes for celebrities and stuff and make a lot of money. And then when I turned 10, I was like, maybe I shouldn't make it for celebrities and just make it because like most people would want to buy stuff like this. And I started crocheting when I was 11, like my mom just said. And yeah, I've been crocheting ever since, and I'm crocheting right now. I finished the grade school.
Okay.
Yes, Zoe is making her some shorts. Zoe is addicted. What is it about crocheting that you just love?
I don't know how to explain it. It's just the time that it takes away from like everything, because when I'm feeling angry, I go up in my room and just start crocheting something, and it turns into something really cool.
And where do you get your inspiration from?
What do you mean by that question?
Like, what inspires you in your art? Like when you're doing an outfit, because you've done so many different things. Like you started off with making a vest, then you went and you made a sweater, and now what are you making?
Shorts right now. Right now I'm working on shorts, but I've been making a whole bunch of things. But my inspiration is like Pinterest, YouTube, and what motivates me to do all this is, well, my mom actually.
Aww.
Oh, that is sweet as punch. That is so sweet.
Thank you. Look, Daniel, you missed your cue though. Christina said hi, Zoe, and Miss Janet said that's my Zoe. So proud of her. She is such a star. So Zoe, tell us about your business. What is the plans? Well, first of all, okay, fashion show. Chris, jump in if you have any questions for us. The fashion show. How did that come about?
I went to a meeting with my mom and Miss Margot was there, and then I brought one of my purses that I crocheted, and my mom showed her, and she was like, "Maybe you should be in the fashion show this year, for Rainier Beach." And I was like, "Really?" And I got really excited because this was my first one, and yeah.
So they scouted your talent out. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But I was dressing for the last 4 weeks. I mean, for the last few weeks, I was doing it.
Christina wants to know if you're taking orders.
That was my next question. Get her out of here.
Yeah.
You said get her out of here?
Get her out of here. What is she doing? So how does one get in contact with you, like, for like the local joker like myself? How do we get to, have access to these orders? Where do we look? Where do we find you? Where can we find you?
My mom, Instagram, or, well, my dad too. Yeah.
Okay. And what is your Instagram handler?
Huh?
What is your Instagram name? I'm sorry, she's new to Instagram. What is your Instagram name?
Zoe Simone.
Zoe Simone. So they can find you on Zoe Simone. So people can put in orders with Zoe Simone, and we are going to be creating a website soon, right, Zoe? Hey, Zoe, can I ask you a question? Like, I know you're addicted to this, but can you look at the camera and stop crocheting? Your dad says Zoe is great and her business is going to be huge. She does men's clothes also. Oh yes, she does men's clothes also. You made a cute little vest. Oh, let's see some of Zoe's pieces that she made. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Shout out to Julian.
Look at that. So that is for a man, but I just put it on to model it because I kind of thought it was cute for me too. And this is a cute vest. I forgot to take a picture of the back. We got a little bit behind the scenes. And look at that skin, it's glowing. Okay, it's not about you, Brian. This is another sweater Zoe created.
That's dope.
Zoe, you want to tell us about it? What was your inspiration? What was you thinking?
I was thinking I should start making sweaters because it was like about winter, like in the middle of winter and spring. And I said, it's really cold outside. I should make a sweater, but I wanted to like freehand it because I've never made an actual sweater. Like that was my first one. So I freehanded it and it didn't take long, but like the sleeves, I worked on it like a few weeks before I worked on the rest of the sweater. It shouldn't have taken that long, but.
How do she be so hard on herself? She be finishing stuff in a whole week and be like, it shouldn't take that long. How do you pick out your colors?
I don't know. I just like look at the yarn I want and like just grab it and just start a project.
What kind of? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zoe.
I mostly go for pink, yellow, and orange, or sometimes like violet. Violet, yeah.
Okay. What kind of advice would you have for somebody watching that's inspired by this and would like to get started crocheting? Like, what words would you give them?
You should go for it. Like, really go for it because I delayed my time of wanting to learn how to crochet because I learned like a few weeks before my birthday how to crochet.
Okay. And that's why the hustle don't sleep, Mom. That's why she crocheting right now. The hustle don't stop,
right.
you know.
Listen, the hustle does. When I tell you the hustle be hustling, I'll be like, girl, take a break. Do you ever take a break from crocheting, Zoe?
Sometimes, like 30-minute breaks, or when Coriel wants to play, I sometimes play with him. Like the girls were over last week, and they really wanted me to play with them, but I was trying to work on everything for the fashion show and getting all the granny squares ready. But they kept asking, Zoe, please play with us, please play with us. So I took like a few minutes, like 2-hour breaks and stuff like that. But I went straight back, and I got stressed out because I thought I wasn't going to finish before Wednesday.
What does it take for you to prepare for the fashion show?
A lot of focus, because I didn't have that much focus, but I still succeeded on making it. But like a lot of focus, stretching out your arms every time like you take breaks, stuff like that.
See, I just learned something. I didn't even know you had to stretch to crochet. See, I just learned something today. So that's good stuff. That's good advice. Yeah.
Tell the listeners why they have to stretch.
Because if you don't stretch, like you can get carpal tunnel. You can like have your bones stuck from all the crocheting. Oh my gosh, that was a big crack. And stuff like that. I can recommend like some stretches to do, but like it's a lot of stretches.
Are you popping your knuckles right now? Jesus. Well, that's part of the crochet, I'm learning is a huge deal. Like I seen a lady with like a massager thingy, and I was like, oh, maybe I should get that for Zoe, where it was like on her shoulder, it was massaging as she was sewing. And then there's like these little things that you put on your fingers. Do you even know what those are, Zoe?
The crochet rings or knitting rings. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's for your tension when you're crocheting, or I don't know if it's still for like knitting, but it's for your tension, to keep your tension when you're crocheting. Nice. But I usually just use my finger. That helps too.
Miss Janice said, make sure you protect them hands and exercise them in stretches and rest. Right. Yes. What was I going to say? How did you calm yourself down from being stressed out about the show?
Like I said, I took a few breaks, and I told everyone to get out of my room. Like, I need to focus. I need to focus. And then they kept asking me for stuff, so I was stressing out the whole week about how I should have played with the kids, or I should have taken so many more breaks instead of just sitting there crocheting all week. But it paid off, actually. Like, all that stressing and all that stuff paid off.
Nice.
Yeah. So listen, what you guys don't know, that if you're watching that, Brianna and her family is amazing. Not only are all her children brilliant, she has like a singer, a fashion designer, some preserving jams, right? Preserves and jams.
Jams, yep.
They're like the Jacksons. They're like the Jackson family. So it's just an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. I promise I'm not behind the scenes beating them. I may yet. But no, these are all like things that they're inspired to do. You know, as a parent, I've learned, because, you know, when I first got pregnant, people made it seem like this baby was just going to sit there and not do anything. And my kid was like all over the place doing things that I was like, wait, you told me this baby wasn't going to do anything. But kids, they're like little people. I don't understand how people don't get this. There are many humans that have their own thoughts, personalities, and I'm just sitting here watching them all flourish. And when they come up with something, I try to create the time and their energy to make sure that they know that I support them, right? And like even with Zoe, we go into the thread. Zoe is so cute and so cool. She'll go into the Joann's for like specific threads. Like she's like, I just need to get this color, and this color. I, on the other hand, go in here like, wait, what about this color? What about this color? What about this color? She literally tries to stay on budget, and I appreciate that about you, Miss Zoe. Like she knows what she wants. She knows what she wants to make. She knows how did you even, like, one thing that I thought I was trying to teach her, and she was already on it, was knowing who her audience was and how much she wanted to charge. So Zoe, tell us, how did you figure that? How did you come about that?
With crocheting, like, it takes a lot of time. So I decided to target like rich audiences. So it will be like I get a lot more money to support my business and a lot more money to like support myself as I get older. And I think about a lot of stuff as a 12-year-old right now.
And she do make stuff for us poor folks. She does think about us.
Okay, that's good.
Like she giving us her prices. I'm like, girl, what's my mommy discount? Because well, Miss Zoe, thank you for joining us on the show today. We really appreciate you. Your community is proud of you and we support you. And thank you for all who have donated, given her money for her business, who sowed a seed. Miss Janet, she doesn't have them on right now, but Miss Janet brought her these cool glasses. She had them on at the fashion show where you could exchange out the different frames. I thought that was totally cute and bomb. So Zoe, do you want to say anything to the listeners as we get ready to close out?
Bye-bye.
Don't forget the little people when you blow up, Zoe. Don't forget about
Right.
us small people.
She's moving on to we got to get her a sewing machine. The one she had broke, so we got to get a new sewing machine. She's really about to go. She's about to blow up, y'all. I can see it happening.
That's right. That's right.
Thanks to everybody for joining us. Don't forget our community event coming up this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Martin Luther King Garden. There will be food. I cannot stress how much I can say that there will be food. Come and give your input on ways that we can make this garden, this healing garden, such a beautiful thing and connection for our community. Clean Greens grand opening is coming up. Mark your calendars for June 29th. It's going to be such an exciting event. And fresh organic produce will be there for you guys. And happy Pride Month. Thank you for tuning in, and you guys have a good week.
See you next week. Take care.
Bye.